talked about a few common reasons men don't have friends in our week 1 podcast. And remember, we're not talking acquaintances here. There's plenty of guys I just play ball with, just watch sports with, remember to text a happy birthday to, but what we're talking about is a true friendship. A guy that'll show up at 3 a.m. if you needed him, a guy you don't have to beg to help you move, he just shows up with a smile. But let's take it deeper. How about a guy that calls you out for behavior that he knows is not part of who you really are or who you want to be? Or a friend that actually asks you how your connection with God is lately, or how your marriage is, or your kids. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Why don't we have those types of friends? Well, for one, that type of relationship takes time. We need to build trust. It takes intentionality. You're probably thinking, relationship, time, trust, intentionality? Where don't I sign up? Imagine I throw the word intimacy in there and 80% of the men listening just clicked off. But why? Well, none of those are manly words. Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps and take the dress off, Nancy. But wait, where do we get that model of a man from? As Christians, aren't we supposed to be imitators of Christ? Then why do we imitate the world's view of manhood? Show me a man that woke up every morning after sleeping in the desert or the mountains half the time only to serve people and help people all day. Then with the greatest example of self-control, while he's being berated and tortured, doesn't snap his fingers and wipe out his enemies Thanos style, or maybe you manly guys prefer John Wick. No, instead he chooses to take the most humiliating, excruciating pain. Nah, that's not manly. We could all do that, right? Look, if you leave with one thing today, it's this. Jesus, who is God, chose to have a minimum of 12 men around him constantly. Who am I, or who are you, to think you don't need a few if he did? The reason most men don't have close godly friends is not because they can't define friendship, it's because they can't define a real man. Change your friends, change your life, change your example, change your culture. Thanks for listening. Pray about what God wants you to do with all of this.